Okay, I'm in a hurry, and I probably messed up. I got me a thing of water that's been soaking in the water, and it fell in two pieces when I got it out. It was real hot. I got it out of the kiln. It hadn't cooled down yet. Anyway, it broke in two pieces. I'm gonna take this little short fat piece because it's got the thickest and the hardest problems in it. And the reason I'm doing this, you say, well, why didn't you let it cool down in the kiln? It's because I don't have to run my fan and air conditioning right now. It's cool. We had rain last night. You can hear me better in my shop. There's a natural crack. You can see the color where the patina is going through this rock. So I don't know how this is going to work. But I'm going to try to come down this ridge. If you see, this side is low and flat, but this has the high mountain peaks on it, the high ridges. So I'm going to trim off. I'm going to round this off right here and set me up a platform and try to come across it. I'm going to use my little bopper. Now, this is what happened when I grind it. I made a platform, and we're gonna try to run right down this ridge here. This might fall all to pieces. I don't know, cause like I say, I cooled it off with water. I think it was cool enough I could get away with it. We're gonna try it and see. Look at that. I got away with it on that one anyway. See my pencil line? Follow that ridge. Now what it's done is left me another ridge. So all I gotta do is grind on it and hit up on it. And there that ridge went. So now, this side right here, I'm gonna lose. It's just showing you how to attack a spall. Because it's not like a saw, this stuff's not perfect. You can see the daylight through there, I hope you can. Hope I'm turning right. This is real high, so I'm gonna knock it down. Just light little taps. And kind of level it out. Like I say, I'm losing a lot of length, but there's no way I can lose it on that part. Now, looking over here, I want to get through this crack and see how far it goes, so I'm gonna hit right here. Just tapping down towards the crack. And it goes in there pretty deep. So now I'm setting another continuous platform up where I started my first one. I'm coming around, the first ones I took off, as I remember, was right here. I'm coming around here. I'm gonna try to get rid of this hump. Took this one off, it left me a ridge. Every time you remove a plate, the plate went all the way through here, it left this ridge. So I'm come up, hit on it, and this plate went right to there, it left me a ridge there. Now I gotta do some work on this one to set me a good platform up on it. Get it just right, at least try to. We'll come down on it. It took all of that out. Now, we're looking at this crack, so I'm gonna come up here and trace this crack. I'm gonna see how far this crack goes. I can't believe this piece is holding up as hot as it was when I soaked it in that water. Might have talked too much, because here's a crack right here. I don't know if you can see that. It's a little red speckled line running there. Come right back across there. I don't think the water caused that, so I just think that was already in there. All right, here again, I'm getting to tell you what I'm doing, dadgummit. I had a continuous flat ridge right here on a perfect angle on this flat side. So I'm just going down and thinning it some on the flat side, getting rid of this big square edge. And actually what I'm doing, I'm setting up to bring it over the top here to come around. Now I'm coming around this corner. I'm working around this corner, and I'm hitting down. I'm gonna go right in here and work around it a little more. All right, now I'm gonna grind it and show you what happened. By working around this corner, when I turn it over, I got a hinge there, but I got a spot to hit right there to run it down this ridge. I'm hitting the hinge part. There you go, I hit it then. Now I'm gonna come back, make it a little better. And that took that hinge part out. Okay, so now I got a ridge here. If I hit it this way, I'm hitting like this, I'm gonna come down this way. I'm gonna make a little scoop out right here, like a little horseshoe, so I can get in there a little better. Okay. Now this was a real thick piece. It wasn't very big. So this is how you make little arrowheads out of real thick pieces. It's starting to get hot in here real fast. I'm gonna try to run this off of this ridge right down through here. Now I'm gonna move over. Like I said, it was continuous platform. Now I'm out of platform. So what I did is I hit like this and turned it over. I got me a little platform isolator sticking out there, and I'm gonna hit this way, running it down that square edge. Now I'm gonna come up. I did the same thing on this end. There again, I didn't explain it. Now I'm gonna come down, hit, and hit. Okay, now we got major situation here. You can see this hinge. That's the crack going all the way across. I don't see it on this side, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to save this. I really don't. So I'm gonna come around here and move all this mass. And by doing that, I'm gonna hit down like this, move it all the way up there that pencil line. If it's gonna work, this is gonna make it work. If it don't, it'll fail. But this ought to be deep enough to take all that crack out, which it did. Removed all that crack. Now I'm gonna take my pressure flaker, because the crack, when I said it moved it all, it's still right here. It moved it this way. But I don't want to hit too hard there, so I'm gonna pressure flake this out. Set me a platform up by pressure flaking rather than going down through there banging on it. Don't take long to get hot in here. And I am having difficulty breathing a little bit. I've had several stents put in my heart in the last 2 weeks ago, and they said it'd take a little while to get things working back to normal, but I already have so much more oxygen, it isn't even funny. I'm gonna run a flake here, here, and here, back there, and right there, and right through there. And what that did, that gave me a platform to try to knock. This crack went right through here and curled around. I'm trying to knock that off without breaking that tip. Probably gonna break that point off. It wasn't part of it. There we go, we saved it pretty good. Got a little bit up, but not much. Now, under normal circumstances, I would be pressure flaking this thing and finishing pressure flaking. I would quit hitting on it. I'd be running me some real deep pressure flakes across it, make 2 or 3 passes, and that'll thin it. But this isn't normal circumstances. We're trying to do it as fast as we can. Like, I make these preforms and sell them. And I don't sell them for a lot. Those of you bought them know what I'm talking about. I make them thin or super thin or kind of thick. And to do this, I got to do them fast to sell them cheap. So instead of pressure flaking this right here, I hit on it, knocked these big plates off. Now, that was what I call a continuous platform. We got a ridge here and little high areas going right in here. So I'm gonna take the pressure flaker. I can knock them off with my billet. I'm trying to save as much width as I can, so I won't be precise with these things, just swinging and maybe hitting a 1/16 of an inch too far up, or an eighth or something like that. I'm just taking the very edge off. Oh boy, that hurt. I'll see some blood in a minute. The finger slipped down and jabbed that son in that thing. I'm on blood thinner. I don't know if it went past the calluses or not. All right, I got a continuous platform. Took that flake off. It left me a ridge up here. Tap that one. Took that one off. That one off. That one off. I can't hit nothing. That one off. Now we're gonna try to thin the base. I hit this way. There we go. I never hit straight into a base. If I'm doing percussion work. Unless I'm fluting, that's a different story. But thinning the base, if you hit this way, you're not putting your shock up and down it, and you're making your odds better. You won't break it in the middle. Because all your shots going across instead of doing like this up and down it. Okay, I'm gonna flatten the base here. Show you how I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna hit cross this way. Oh man, I broke it in the middle when I said the odds weren't. Oh man, I can't believe I did that. But anyway, that was probably my fault. I probably didn't have it supported there. I'd like to say it was that crack I was chasing a while ago, but who knows? I'm going to continue this with another video and put it on this one and do another one for you. I hope this might help you out, and I hope the one I'm going to add to this will help you out. Y'all have a blessed day.